Entrepreneurs Channel TV, rewriting Africa's story through enterprise Amazons. We promote women in business. We showcase women in business.
Entrepreneurs Channel TV, creating a platform of expression for every woman.
Nigerians come of men to serve our fatherland with love and strength and faith.
With us today, we have Deaconess Ojogo Bulos Florence, a woman that is set out to reduce poverty by 95% in Nigeria. You're welcome to the studio, ma'am. Please, can you share the vision behind Believers Family Network with us?
My name remains Ojogo Bulos Florence. The Believers Family Network is a conglomerate of like minds that believe in the cause of rebuilding Nigeria. Our vision is to see Nigeria becoming the most peaceful nation in the world by 2020. And our mission is by creating financial freedom to overhaul the corrupt system in the nation via the instrumentality of network marketing. And our goal is 2020. What is our strength? Our strength is the sent word. Ezekiel 7, 23 and 24. Ezekiel 7, 23 and 24. 23 is the commandment. 23 is what God said we should do. 24 is the result of change we have made. God, why is Nigeria where it is today? I started praying, God, can you please help me to end corruption in Nigeria? And in my prayers, God told me that you don't pray to end corruption, that you work to end corruption. Corruption is an aftermath of an effect that you don't pray for corruption to end, but I will teach you how to end corruption. The first thing God did was to tell me why there is corruption. He said there is corruption because there is poverty, and you don't pray to end poverty. You work to end poverty. I believe you know that Nigerians are the most prayerful people in the world, yet we are being stigmatized by corruption. It means that prayers cannot bring money. It cannot resolve money. Prayers cannot produce money. No matter what you can pray, no matter the anointing upon your head, you can't pray to become rich. You can only work to become rich. Poverty is as a result of lack of knowledge. What kind of knowledge are we talking about here? I will take you to the book of the Lord because God spoke to me, and that is what gave me the confidence that we can eradicate poverty or reduce poverty to a barest minimum in Nigeria. Look at what God said poverty is. From the book of Jeremiah chapter 5 verse 4. God was concluding there. He said, therefore, for these are poor, for they are foolish, for they lack knowledge, for they do not know the judgments of their God. So when I saw that scriptures, I said, God, what do you mean? He said, therefore, these people are poor. Why are they poor, God? He said they are poor because they are foolish. And I said, why are they foolish? And God said they are foolish because they do not know his ways. nor his judgment. And he commanded me, he said, get unto thee the great men and speak unto them, then they will have knowledge. Meaning that when they have knowledge of what God wants, of what God is saying, it means that we will be out of poverty. So when God gave me that word, I had the confidence to pray, God, use me mightily because you have revealed the secrets of poverty to me now. So I started praying. When I started praying, I prayed since 2005. I've been praying that God help us to eradicate poverty. Since 2005, I've been praying, God help us to eradicate corruption and poverty. And God said, no, you don't pray to end poverty. You work to end it. He said, but he will teach me how to create wealth for the people that we may come out of poverty. We cannot totally eradicate poverty because the Bible said the poor will remain in the land. It cannot cease. So if God has said something, no matter what you know how to do, because God will always justify himself, some will still remain poor. Why they will remain poor is not because they are not hardworking, but because they will not listen to his commandments. So what bailed people out of poverty is not hard work. Then God said, because you are ready now, I'm going to teach you to create wealth for the people. That was how it started. Because I wasn't having the sent word, I was not bold enough to declare that Nigeria will be out of this mess called corruption by a particular time, until he sent me the sent word. If you remember, the Bible said, thou shalt know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. It is not what you know, because what you know might not be true. So until you know the truth, before you can be set free. One, I want to make this assertion. It is not the government you know that can set you free. It is not the people in authority you know that can set you free. That is why I have started a revolution of the mindset, cultivating a nation-building belief system, trying to eradicate the belief system they already have imputed in their system, that it is the government's duty to build a nation. Then, by the way, who is even the government? It is the common man. So what I'm trying to say here is that it is the truth that can bail a people out. So I was waiting for that truth. The truth is not far from the word of God. That is the only way you can be out of whichever mess you are. So I was praying for the sent word. I prayed from 2005 until 2011. And God sent me the sent word. Even though he told me 2009, August 9th, precisely 2009, he said, I will use you to eradicate or to reduce poverty in the land. I heard that. He said, I will rebuild Nigeria for you. The only way you can rebuild Nigeria is when you have taken away poverty, the cause of corruption. Then Nigeria shall be rebuilt. Then I sat down with this God and I kept asking him questions upon questions. Every day I asked God, how do I go about it? He said, just follow my voice. Don't hear what they are saying. But if you can just listen to me, then I will show you how you can create this world. And he has given us the way to go about it. He has given me the way to go about it. He has told me the plan. He has shown me everything to be done. That is why I'm so confident to tell people that Nigeria will become the most peaceful nation in the world. Chief Awolowo, then before he died, was talking about how Nigerians have been fighting the wrong enemy. He said Nigerian enemy is poverty. So until we fight poverty, it's not ethnicity, It is not religious. It is not political. So we are fighting the wrong enemy when we think we are fighting our political opponent, when we are fighting our other religions that are not ours, then when we are fighting ethnicity, we are fighting the wrong enemy. He said the enemy of Nigeria is poverty, and that is 100% sure. So if we eradicate poverty or reduce poverty to the barest minimum, it means that we no longer have enemy. And the only thing that can unite Nigeria today that I know, because of the sent word, is making of that shame. He said, make a shame, for the land is full of bloody crimes, and the city is full of violence. And now ask him, if I make this shame, what is the benefit? God told me that if we make the shame, he said the worst of the Edens shall possess their houses, and it will cause the pumps of the strong to cease, and it will defile their holy palaces. And the Holy Spirit told me that when you build the shame, he said the worst of the Edens, the poor ones, will have control over themselves. How can a poor man have control over himself? Until he is out of poverty, before he can have control over himself. That is why I've been running up and down to create this network. So the name of the network is the Believers Family Network. And as I usually tell them, the Believers Family Network is not a political gathering. It is not a religious gathering, neither an ethnic gathering. But it is a conglomerate of like minds that have come together for the purpose of rebuilding Nigeria. That is why I make this bold announcement. Everyone must be part of this movement. The movement is to reduce poverty to the least. So our projection is to make 100 million people to become millionaires before the end of 2020.
How do you intend to do that now?
It's very simple, because God already gave us the strategy to go about it, to make 100 people out, get them out of poverty.
Can you share those strategies with us?
Yes, it is simple. He said, make a shame. What is shame? It's networking. What he told me is to build an ark and flow in desired Nigerians into that ark. And now ask him, how would I build an ark in this generation? He said, yes, you already have the ark. I didn't know before. He said, the ark you have is the Believers Family Network. I said, God, prove it to me that I already have an ark. Then why should I build an ark? He said, you should build an ark because nothing is new under the sun. He said, what has been before, it is that shall be. And what was done is it that shall be done. And there is nothing new under the sun. Nothing is new under the sun. That is in the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse 9. Nothing is new. So if corruption was the cause of violence, in those days that God said Noah should build an ark for his family to escape, the same corruption is the reason for violence now. So if you study the Bible very well, because it is God that knows what he made, and he knew what he made us for. So he said violence can only be taken off when we reduce corruption. And corruption is a function of poverty. And poverty is a product of foolishness. And what is foolishness? Foolishness is not knowing the way and the judgment of God. Now, if we know the way,
Nigerians come on men to serve our fatherland with love and strength and faith.
It means that corruption will by itself disappear in Nigeria because foolishness would have gone. So by making this shame, I believe 100 million people will be out of poverty. Look at it from this angle again. When God told me that our problem is not lack of resources, He said our problem is not knowing how to distribute what we have. And one of the benefits of network marketing is equal distribution of wealth, where I don't need to put in much, you don't need to put in much. It's even scriptural. He said, for there to be equality, he said, then shall the abundance be a supply to my need, and my own abundance be a supply to your needs. He said, then there shall be an equality. 2 Corinthians chapter 8, verse 13. So for there to be an equality, then you must give me what you have. Then I give back what you have. Then there will be equality. And when there is equality, there will be peace. It's so simple. The only way it can be difficult for a people is disobedience to what God said. He created us. He knew this path was going to be. He has written it long ago. But because we didn't know the truth, we have been going around the same circle for several years. That was why God was busy looking for a messenger. He said, if there be a messenger with him, an interpreter, one among 1,000, to show unto men his uprightness, he said, then he shall be gracious unto him. He said, let him not go down the pit because he has found a ransom. What is the ransom? Deliverance. And he has told us earlier that I will send my word and it will heal you and it will deliver you. So the sent word is the problem because people don't know how to interpret the sent word. That is why God said, if there can be one that can understand what I am saying, that can interpret it to the people, that can make the people understand what I am saying. So it is only a messenger we need to deliver this nation. It's not the government. And thank God I said, God, use me. I'm calling the old Nigerians that are ready to see Nigeria become the most peaceful nation in the world by 2020. I make this bold announcement and I tell everyone that cares to listen, God can't stop this movement, but the people can stop it. Why God will not stop it is because God had even been looking for the messenger that will deliver his people. No manufacturer is happy seeing his product being destroyed. God is not happy. God is sad. Now somebody is saying, God told me that by this sent word, we can eradicate poverty.
How do Nigeria key into this vision?
Okay, it's simple. If anyone can understand what we are saying and say, we want to be part of it, they should just call my phone numbers. What we are looking at now is to see, at least in every state, 3 million Nigerians should join this chain. Remove 100 million poor people out of poverty. Then Nigerian problem is solved. The corruption we see everywhere in the nation is a system that brought that to being. So until we destroy that system, the system will destroy us. It's even been destroying
So
us.
what is expected of the people that are ready to join, to come into the ark? What are the things that are expected of them? I mean, their contribution. I want you to talk on that. Again, I want you to talk from the aspect of the poor Nigerians. How do they benefit from this huge, huge
this
vision?
laudable vision?
Yes.
Good. Let me start from the poor people. The poor people is the reason for this assignment. The poor people should just get themselves registered into the network. Usually they are supposed to register with 10,000 naira. But if they don't have the 10,000 naira to join the chain, they can just put their names down. God told me specifically that should just make the chain of 100 million Nigerians, that he will send men. I heard. He said he will send men to give me the finances to distribute to these poor people.
Madam, so what you are saying now is that if Nigerians don't have the money, some people don't have the money, they can still come join the chain?
Yes.
Wow.
They can join the chain because they are the people who want to bring out of poverty. God has blessed some people who don't even need this money any longer. So God said, I should make the chain, that he will touch their hearts to release what they don't need for this purpose. So the poor people should just join the chain. They should just come into the ark and just remain there. And because it is God that said it, he knows how to do his thing. Don't question God. Don't question him. He knows how to bring his people out of poverty. It is not any man's knowledge. He knows how to do it. It happened before that somebody said, by this time tomorrow, a morsel of flour will be sold for a shekel. And somebody make a mockery of him. The person that made a mockery of him didn't even see it. He said, you will see, but you will not even eat it. But at the end, the person died. Don't make mockery of the prophetic. This is a movement that God is set to deliver this nation. Do you think God does not hear prayers? He hears prayers. Nigerians have prayed enough. We have become the mockery of all the nations in the world.
What is there for them if they join the chain? What is there for them?
Okay, if they join the chain, by the special grace of God who giveth wealth, they will have opportunity to have access to loan for them to trade. Why Nigeria is a poor nation is because we have less entrepreneurs. So until we have the mindset of entrepreneurs, we have people who are ready to be business. Let me use the language entrepreneurs. I don't want the language businessmen because big businessmen are always greedy people. Entrepreneurs think about how to help people. So in the Believers Family Network, we even teach people how to become entrepreneurs, how they can be useful to the society. That is what we teach them basically. So we create an avenue for them to have access to loan. When they make use of the money or the finances that is made available for them without a collateral, without a guarantor, then...
How about interest?
No interest.
Interest free?
Interest free,
loan.
collateral free, guarantor free, everything is free. Everything is free. Just want 100 million Nigerians to be in the chain. And amongst the people that will be in the chain, some are already well-to-do. They will just drop their 10,000 naira there. They don't even need the money. So they are not coming to lend from us, but they have put it there to help the less privileged to come out of this problem we are so that they can have rest of
So
life.
what you are telling the world now is that
Another
two sides.
Excuse me, ma. Another opportunity there is that there is a grant for them as well. Whoever that will not borrow will wait till it gets to the stage of getting a grant. We give grants of 5 million naira to. So the person that will not borrow will have access to that 5 million naira to trade with.
So what we are looking at now are two sides. Some people that are well-to-do that will give into the chain.
Yes.
And some people that are less privileged that will take from the chain.
Yes.
That is super.
Yes.
So
yes.
how much are we looking at? Those people that are comfortable enough to give into the chain, how much are they expected to give? I'm talking about the minimum. I know some people will be ready to give millions of naira.
Loma, this is not by my wisdom. So I don't want to say, please give us. I'm not even begging anybody. Because God told me that he is bringing it, so I'm trusting him. So I don't want to say, give us this. No. It is God that owns whatever you kept in your hand. He will touch you to give to these people again. See, what we need in Nigeria is just a system that we can use to distribute resources. Just a system. We have a lot of resources in this nation. Some don't even know what to do with their resources, with their finances rather. But because they don't have a platform how they can reach out to the poor. The thing is just there. But we have created a platform how they can reach out to the less privileged, to pull them out. We need to consciously pull these poor people out. If not, we will remain where we are possible.
So what's the time span?
Okay. Every vision, a vision is differentiated from a dream because of a goal. Our goal is to see Nigeria become the most peaceful nation in the world by 2020. And that is the time God is even working with. Because when you give God time, He runs with your time because He cannot stop your desire. God has integrity. He's too faithful. God is not man that will say, no, I didn't say this again. He has said it, He has said it. So he said, whatsoever you desire, He said, I will give unto you, except your desire is evil. If it is a desire that is according to His own plan, my sister, forget it. So God can't stop this vision, but the people can stop it. They can stop it. But I believe Nigerians are wise. The recession has been there for a while now. Why do we have this? I sat down one day and I was asking God, why is this recession in this nation? And He said, did the money fly away? Every resources in this land is still in the land, but it's kept somewhere. It's no longer in circulation. He said it is no longer in circulation. Therefore, you give me a platform. I will touch these people to give you this money they have kept somewhere. He said some people just dug the ground and put the money there. That is why others are suffering. It's their own. But it ought to have been in the system. If it was going around, we won't feel it this way. But this time around, God is telling me that He will take it from them and give it to me to distribute to the people.
That's deep.
So, what I want you to do is to run with this vision. Run. Don't even ask any question. Instead of asking questions, go on your knees and say, God, reveal to me what this woman is saying. Is it real? Don't ask questions. I believe when God was sending Moses to deliver the Israelites, the people doubted, but at the end, what happened? God wasn't talking to everybody. He was only talking to Moses. And I even read from the scriptures that even all Moses tried to do, the Bible said it was God that was advancing Moses and Aaron, meaning that he didn't even use his energy. It was God that was making everything to happen. Everything is just happening based on His plan, not Moses' plan. So this is not going to be an exception. Nigerians are delivered already. Other nations will come to this land to learn from us what we did. Advice now to any wise man in Nigeria is to look into the next phase of business in Nigeria is tourism. The next phase of business in Nigeria is tourism. So if you have some plots of land, just build beautiful houses. You know, the white men love small houses. They don't want this big thing. Just make it beautiful, cute. They are coming. They are coming. I can see it. That is what I'm telling you.